Some mornings feel like magic. This is the story of one old fisherman and the town he never wanted to leave. Every morning, before the sun was fully awake, old Marco walked down to the sea. The town was still asleep. The streets were empty. Only a few birds called softly from the rooftops. Marco lived in a small house near the old bell tower, the tallest building in town. It stood proudly above all the others, watching over the harbor like a silent guardian. He walked slowly, one hand in his pocket, the other holding a small bag with bread and cheese. His shoes made soft sounds on the stone path. Tap, tap, tap. The buildings around him were old, older than his grandfather, older than his grandfather's grandfather. Their walls were made of pale stone, worn smooth by wind and time. "Good morning, old friend," Marco whispered, looking up at the tower. At the edge of the water, his boat waited for him. It was small and blue, a little rusty, but strong. This boat had carried him for 40 years. It had seen storms so fierce the sky turned black. It had seen calm mornings, golden and peaceful, just like this one. Marco touched the wood gently, the way someone touches an old friend's shoulder. "You're still here," he said. "So am I." He untied the rope. The knot was familiar. His hands knew it without thinking, the way you know the words to a song you've sung 1,000 times. Near his window at home, an olive branch hung, tied with a faded ribbon. It was a gift from his mother, many years ago. "Olive trees live for centuries," she used to say. "They grow slowly. They survive storms. Be patient, like them." Marco didn't understand her words when he was young, but now, as an old man, he understood everything. Patience had taught him how to fish. Patience had taught him how to wait through hard winters. Patience had even taught him how to grieve when his mother passed away years ago. Marco stepped into the boat. It rocked gently under his weight, then settled. He rowed out into the sea, leaving small waves behind him, like soft whispers on the water. Behind him, the old stone buildings watched in silence, as they always did. They had seen thousands of mornings like this one, some sunny, some stormy, but all of them belonging to people like Marco, who woke early and worked hard. The mountains far away turned gold as the sun rose higher into the sky. Marco was not a rich man. He had never traveled far from this town. He had no big house, no fast car, no fancy things. But every morning he had this: the sea, calm and endless; the tower, tall and familiar; the quiet town that raised him and never stopped waiting for him to come home. And for Marco, that was enough. By afternoon, Marco returned with his catch, just enough fish for dinner and a little extra to share with his neighbor, old Elena, who lived alone. He tied the boat again, slowly, the same way he always did. Then he looked up at the bell tower one more time. It rang, just as it always had, steady, strong, unchanging. "See you tomorrow," Marco said, and smiled. This story reminds us of something simple. Happiness doesn't always come from big things. Sometimes it comes from small mornings, old boats, and quiet routines we love. Thank you for learning English with us today. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.